Looking at AUDUSD, how we can enter the trade. My monthly time frame is already mapped out. Market is moving in a downtrend, weekly downtrend. Okay, I see a double top right here. One or two things could happen. We could come up to this area, hit it, and then reverse finally down. Or we keep pushing up to this area, hit it, reverse down.
We expect to see ideally is a move to the upside, either to the 50% Fibonacci or this trend line, and then we play back down, break this, do a retest, and down. That's what we expect to see. If that doesn't happen, then the reverse would be what will happen.
Right, is it eventually going to come back down?
I'm gonna walk you guys through all of this. Anyway, we'll walk you guys through all of this.
Hello guys, in this video we're going to be looking at AUDUSD, and we're going to see if we've got any trading opportunity and what's going on AUDUSD. Firstly, as usual, we'll begin with our monthly time frame. As you can see, my monthly time frame is already mapped out. My resistance and support levels are already identified, major zones identified, and my 50% of whichever zone respected the 50%. So firstly, what we can see here is the market is moving in a downtrend, like so. The market is moving in a downtrend, and it's been moving in this downtrend for as long as 2011. That's a pretty long time. That's a very long time. Been moving in a downtrend since 2011. What more can we see on the monthly time frame apart from the overall trend? Okay, at this point here, we notice how the market created a candlestick pattern here. That's a major candlestick reversal pattern on a support level, on a major support level, guys. That's really significant, on a major support level. And since then, the market has pushed up to the 50% of the level, but couldn't break through and came back down, did a lower high, and broke through the previous level, pushed down. Okay, so now we are building our bias. We're just going to keep looking at every sign the market shows us on every time frame. Okay, so I think that's about it. That's just what we can see now. It's looking like the market came down close to the support area, but just came shy of it, right, and didn't quite get down. Now we already know the price moves from zone to zone. So if it has gotten to this level and it started pushing down, it means it wants to come back to this zone. But we are not going to conclude on that yet. We'll just watch and see what the market does. So ideally, we would expect that the market would move down to this support area, but for some reason it didn't do that. Right, is it eventually going to come back down? We expect it to come back down, but when it will do that, that's what we don't know. We're just going to have to watch and follow as it leads. It could do whatever it wants to do around there and then hit back here and then give us a decision as to where it's going to go, if it's going to continue going downwards or if it's continue going upward. Or let's get rid of these things, or it's just going to keep heading upwards until it hits this major line again, this major downtrend line, and that will be a deciding factor. If it hits the trend line and falls back down, beautiful. If it hits the trend line and keeps going up, we're not going to enter a buy trade yet until this level is broken. That last swing high is broken. Until that level is broken, we're not entering the buy trade. We just keep selling and selling. Okay, so now let's go to the weekly time frame and see what we find. All right, guys. So the weekly time frame. Let's get rid of this from the monthly. So let's see what we can find. The weekly time frame already is in a downtrend as well. To take our trend line from here, from this level down to this level. Okay, so it's also in a downtrend, in a really beautiful downtrend. So there's no reason to buy. We don't have any reason to buy, even if the market wants to plunge up. We don't have any reason to buy. We'll just keep looking for selling opportunities. Okay, so I see a double top right here. Now, seeing a double top there also fuels our buyers that it should keep falling, right? And as we can see, it broke the neckline and came back down to the base of the double bottom and still broke it, right? So this might just be a retracement. This move to the upside on the weekly time frame might just be a retracement. Let's see how this move here might just be a retracement. Let's look at the Fibonacci level and see what we could find. Yeah, exactly. It might just be a retracement to the downside. It might just be a retracement to the 50% Fibonacci level. You get it. So one or two things could happen. We could come up to this area, hit it, and then reverse finally down, or we keep pushing up to this area, hit it, reverse down. You get one of those two things could happen. We'll just keep watching. We'll just keep watching the chart and see how that plays out. But if the price breaks through the trend line, we won't consider that a buy signal yet until, like I said, it has to break this level. Once it breaks that level, that previous high, it breaks the previous swing high. Once it breaks it, then we'll now begin to look for buying opportunities to the next major zone. I don't know if that's clear enough. That's only when we'll begin to look for buying opportunities to the next major zone. But up until then, we are selling. We just keep selling and keep selling and keep selling. Okay, so monthly time frame downtrend, weekly time frame double bottom completed, seems to be headed towards the Fibonacci level, 50% Fibonacci level. So we'll have all of that in mind. Let's look at what the daily is saying. The daily should also be in a downtrend, I expect. Okay, all right, let's get rid of this and we'll draw our trend line a little bit close. Let's begin from here instead. Down. So it's a monthly downtrend, weekly downtrend, 4-hour downtrend, daily I mean downtrend. But what more can we see on the daily chart? We can see some sort of minor. Firstly, we notice the triple bottom setup right here.
This one here, 1, 2, and 3. So we are seeing a triple bottom formation on the daily time frame. All right. Okay, so we'll just look at that as a sign of retracement, not reversal yet. It's not been confirmed the reversal. That's just a retracement. So we want to believe the price is retracing back to the 50% Fibonacci level as we saw on the weekly time frame, right? want to believe it's retracing back to the 50% Fibonacci level. So if it gets there, we'll watch to see how it reacts and enter our trades accordingly. Alright, we'll enter our trades accordingly. But for now, we are gonna have to be sitting on our hands. We'll be sitting on our hands. We'll just be watching AUDUSD. It should be ready soon. Okay, so when all of this lines up, it's gonna give us a pretty good opportunity to get into this trade. Pretty opportunity for us to get into. I'm trying to look out for any other indication or any other possible concern. Okay, let's get rid of this thing. And okay, so for now I don't see any. You could type in the comment section if you see any other concern on the chart. Okay, so let's look at the 4-hour time frame and see what's going on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, our daily trend line still holds, but this time around we have a counter trend line on the 4-hour, like you've already seen. Right, so we're just gonna keep watching to see where this leads us to. So what we'll expect to see ideally is a move to the upside, either to the 50% Fibonacci or this trend line, and then we'll play back down, break this, do a retest and down. That's what we expect to see. If that doesn't happen, then the reverse would be what will happen. We'll most likely see a break of the trend line, of the down trend line. We'll see a break, a reversal, and then it goes up to test the 50% level. Once it has tested the 50% level and breaks it, then we know we're going up to the next. We're targeting the next major zone, right? We're targeting this next major zone here, right, guys? But if the 50% level holds, if this 50% level holds, okay, let me just zoom. If this 50% level holds, then we're going to have to look for more selling opportunities to the downside. Okay, that's pretty simple, right? And then we'll just keep riding the wave down until it hits here. Once it hits the next level, we'll now be looking for buy. But we're going to walk you guys through all of this. Anyway, we'll walk you guys through all of this. So you add this to your watch list and let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out. Alright guys, see you guys in the next video.